Imagine this. You're walking on a trail. Feel something hard under your feet. Bend down and find a shiny stone. Your heart races. Could this be a real diamond? The question echoes in your mind. You hold the stone up to the light. Examine every detail, and your imagination starts running wild. What if this is worth a fortune? But how can you be sure without an expert or expensive equipment? What if I told you that you could be holding a real diamond in your hands and not even know it? Sounds crazy, but it has happened to many people. Today, you're going to learn simple and quick tests that anyone can do to determine whether you found a precious gem or just a cheap imitation. And the best part? You won't have to spend any money or leave your house to test it. But pay attention. At the end, I'll reveal the biggest mistake people make when testing diamonds, and how this could cost you a lot of money or, worse, make you fall for a fake jewel scam. Stay with me until the end, because this information could save you from a huge loss. Now tell me, have you ever found a stone you thought might be precious? Have you ever wondered how to find a real diamond? If so, get ready, because a lot of what you've been told about precious stones might be completely wrong. A lot of people think identifying a diamond is easy. Just do that old glass scratch test, right? Wrong. That's one of the biggest myths about precious stones. Yes, diamonds are incredibly hard and can scratch glass easily, but so can many other stones. Quartz, synthetic sapphire, and even some imitations can fool an untrained eye. So just because your stone scratched glass doesn't mean you found a diamond. Don't fall for this trap. Another common mistake is believing that if it shines a lot, then it must be real. That's a huge myth. Some imitations, like cubic zirconia, actually shine more than a natural diamond. That's because manufacturers can create perfect cuts without the natural imperfections that real diamonds have. So if you found a stone with an intense sparkle, be careful. Shine alone doesn't mean value. You need more precise tests. And then there's the misconception that diamonds are extremely heavy. Not always. Many people pick up a stone and think that if it feels dense, it must be worth a fortune. But the truth is that a diamond's density isn't that different from other gemstones and imitations. Weight alone isn't a reliable factor. That's why if you really want to know whether you have a rare jewel in your hands, you need to learn the right tests. If you've fallen for any of these myths, comment below. I fell for it. Now that you know many of the popular tests don't work, it's time to learn simple and effective methods to find out if that shiny stone could really be a diamond. And the best part? You can do all of this without spending a dime or leaving your house. Let's start with one of the fastest tests, the breath test. Take your stone, breathe on it as if you were fogging up a mirror, and watch what happens. If the stone stays fogged for a few seconds, bad news. It's not a diamond. Diamonds dissipate heat instantly, so the fog should disappear almost immediately. Another interesting test is the newspaper test. Take a piece of newspaper or a book and place your stone over the letters. Can you clearly see the writing through it? If yes, unfortunately, your stone isn't a diamond. That's because diamonds have such a high refractive index that they prevent light from passing through uniformly. So if you have a real diamond, the letters should appear distorted or even invisible under the stone. A simple but highly effective trick. Now, if you want an even more practical test, grab a glass of water and drop the stone in. If it's a real diamond, it will sink quickly. That's because diamonds have a high density. Imitations like glass or cubic zirconia may float or sink very slowly. Oh, and don't forget the loop test. If the stone looks too perfect, with no internal flaws, be suspicious. Natural diamonds have tiny inclusions, while fakes tend to be too smooth. If these tests still haven't given you absolute certainty, in the next section, I'll show you advanced tests that can remove any doubt. If you've already tried the home tests and still have doubts, it's time to move on to more advanced methods. One of the most effective is the black light test, also known as the fluorescence test. Grab a UV flashlight, one of those cheap ones you can find online or at electronics stores, and shine it on the stone in a dark room. Many real diamonds will emit a bluish glow under ultraviolet light, while imitations like cubic zirconia won't show this effect. But be careful. Not all diamonds glow under UV light, so this test alone isn't conclusive, but it can be an important clue. Now, if you want a practically foolproof test, it's worth investing in an electronic diamond tester. This device, which you can find online at an affordable price, works by measuring the stone's thermal conductivity. And here's the magic. Natural diamonds dissipate heat in a unique way, and this tester can detect that in seconds. Simply place the tip of the tester on the stone and wait for the result. If it's a diamond, the device will clearly confirm it. Simple, quick, and nearly error-proof. And since we're talking about certainty, imagine not just knowing how to identify diamonds, but also turning this knowledge into a money-making opportunity. If you want to learn all the secrets of precious stones, from how to find diamonds to how to evaluate and resell them for profit, I have a special gift for you. Our exclusive ebook bundle is pinned in the comments. Now, if you think you already know everything about diamonds, wait until you discover the danger of modern fakes and how they can fool even experts. With advances in technology, fake diamonds are more sophisticated than ever. What used to be an obvious imitation can now go unnoticed, even by experienced buyers. Two of the most dangerous fakes are moissanite and cubic zirconia. Both look incredibly similar to diamonds, but there are ways to tell them apart. Moissanite, for example, has a phenomenon called double refraction, meaning if you look at the stone with a magnifying glass, the inner edges of the facets will appear doubled. A real diamond will never have this effect. Another big mistake people make is blindly trusting sellers and not demanding a professional test before making a purchase. Imagine spending a fortune on a piece of jewelry, only to find out later that it's just a well-made fake. That's why you should always ask for an electronic diamond tester check before finalizing any deal. And one more important detail, a real diamond always comes with a certificate of authenticity, issued by a reputable lab, such as the Gemological Institute of America, GIA. If a seller refuses to provide a certificate, be suspicious immediately. And do you know what's even scarier? Some fakes are so well made that only a specialist can correctly identify them. So if you're about to spend a significant amount on a diamond, don't hesitate to take the stone to a trusted jeweler or a certified gemologist for a more thorough analysis. Many people think that if a stone passes a single test, they can be 100% sure it's a real diamond. But this is the easiest way to be fooled. Some imitations are designed to trick specific tests. For example, moissanite can fool a basic electronic tester because it also conducts heat similarly to a diamond. Cubic zirconia, on the other hand, can look authentic under a magnifying glass because some versions are made with artificial imperfections to mimic natural diamonds. If you want absolute certainty, always combine at least 2 or 3 different tests. The best approach is to start with home tests, like the breath test and the newspaper test, then move on to more precise methods, like the black light test and the electronic tester. But if there's still any doubt, the only way to be completely safe is to take the stone to a specialist, A certified gemologist can perform lab tests that no home equipment could replicate. And do you know what's worse? Many people, simply because they don't have the patience to do all the tests, end up trusting smooth-talking sellers and losing a lot of money. Never rely solely on what a seller tells you. They might be trying to sell you a fake at a real diamond price. Now tell me, have you ever found a shiny stone and wondered if it was precious? Or maybe you've tried one of these tests and were surprised by the result. Leave a comment below. I want to know which of these tips was most useful to you, and who knows, your story might help someone else too. But before you go, don't make the mistake that so many people do. Some folks throw away real gems without even realizing it. In the next video, I'll show you valuable stones that people discard without knowing their true worth. Don't miss this crucial information. It could make a huge difference in your wallet. Click now to find out if you've ever let a fortune slip through your fingers without knowing it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, you'll learn everything about precious stones, diamonds, and how to turn knowledge into profit. Now tell me, are you ready to see value where others only see ordinary stones?